Welcome to Hanley. The rain has stopped falling. It's close to brightening up. I think we're on Stafford Street right now, but if you're a bit like me and have no idea what roads are called anywhere really in the world, we're just outside HSBC Bank. That's where we are in Hanley, and you will see there's some things here that weren't here a few days ago, were they? What is going on in Stafford Street in Hanley? Well, I can tell you a little bit, but we are going to find out a lot more as the live stream carries on. So this is Three Counties Cubes. Fantastic artwork that is springing up across Hanley. It's part of a bigger thing as well. There's the seasonal specials which is taking place, all part of Appetite, and the Three Counties Cubes is all to do with Appetite and Arts Keele. So shall we find out more from the people behind it? I think we should, and we'll start off in a moment by talking to Gemma from Appetite. So welcome back. I know you haven't really gone away too much. I have just shifted a little bit because this is quite a large installation here on Stafford Street. And with me right now is Gemma from Appetite. You're part of this, aren't you, Gemma? So tell me, what's going on here at the moment?
So we've been working really hard with partners, so City Centre Bid and Stoke City Council, but Arts Keele as well, over a long time to try and bring the Three Counties exhibition here to Hanley in the city centre. What it is that you'll see is all of the winners, the runners-up for the audience prize. So this year was a first for Three Counties. They ran an Audience Choice Award with us, Appetite, and our supper club, who are a group of local residents who help us decide what we're going to do. We're part of the shortlisting process. So everybody who was in this top 20 that then the audience then voted for are on this cube here. And also it's been a really brilliant thing to do because in these times this type of exhibition means that we've got 2 by 2 metre cubes and people can be really safe while seeing some fantastic artwork from people from Staffordshire, Shropshire and Cheshire.
I've been having a look around, as you'd expect, and there's some fantastic artwork, and all of it is really different. I mean, looking at just these four here, just the different types of artwork, how exciting is it to get artwork and a bit of culture back and outside as well?
Well, we've done exhibitions before. This is the first time we've done one that lights up in the night. And what is really nice is we haven't done paintings, we've done photographs and archive footage, but I really like that you can see all of the details from the paintings and the photographs and the mixed media. And it's really nice to see some of the pieces are bigger than they would have been originally, so you can see tiny, tiny details. And I would say just come up and have a look, take your time.
Fabulous. Well, I think it's about time we go and have a chat with one of the artists. So in just a moment, we'll be talking to Peter. So we keep coming back to this picture, and that's because it's a very special picture, and I have the artist with me right now, Peter Davis. First of all, tell me about this picture, please.
Well, Charlotte, it's a portrait painting of a guy called Solomon. Now, he's an independent music producer, and he works with underprivileged young people to help create music and get them into the music industry. So he's an amazing role model, and just got an amazing look and somebody wanted to paint. And
you're from Cheshire, aren't you? So that's the county that you are from those three counties. Why did you want to paint him, apart from the fact he is very inspirational?
Well, I met him at a creative cultural networking event, and he was on his phone, and I do a whole series of people and technology, so this is part of a whole series of paintings. And so not only did he look great, he was on his phone, and I thought, you know what, I would like to capture you. So I did a portrait sitting of him with his phone, obviously his favourite headphones, and yeah, it's all part of a series that I'm doing that kind of reflects society really, which I think is important for an artist to try and capture.
I love his eyes. You can see into his eyes and you can see him in completely. Is that what you were trying to get?
Yeah, I mean, you know, I love to try and get the essence of the person. So for me, when I did the sitting, a lot of it he was looking down at his phone, and then he just looks up, and I just thought, you know what, that's the look that I want to create.
What do you make of seeing it here in public in a town centre?
I think it's amazing. I think that, you know, this day and age, particularly this year, you know, it's hard to go to galleries, and I think a lot of people don't go to enough galleries anyway. So to bring the art onto the street, it's just amazing. I can't wait for it to go dark actually and see these lit up brighter.
Yeah, it's about taking down those barriers, isn't it? You're taking actually the physical barrier of a gallery away from people. You're forcing them to interact almost, aren't you?
Exactly, yeah. And I describe myself as a social realist. So to bring art onto the streets, a great urban setting, for me, it's kind of the perfect place to kind of present this type of work.
Peter Davis, thank you very much for talking to us and telling us about your work. It's fantastic. Well, I think it's time we have a little chat with Kerry from Keele Arts, a bit more about the exhibition and its history, so we'll talk to her shortly. Here we are again at one of the other cubes here at the Three Counties Cubes exhibition in Hanley. We're on Stafford Street, which, like I say, is right by HSBC in Hanley, in the city centre. And I've got Kerry from Keele Arts. Now, Kerry, you can tell me a bit more about the history of the Three Counties exhibition, because it's been going on for quite some time now, hasn't it?
Yeah, many years, since the turn of the century 2000s. We've been traditionally at Keele University, and then 2017 we decided to move into the mother town of Burslem and take up residency in the wonderful Burslem School of Art. And we set it up as a summer show, and it's been going ever since. And every year we run it, and we have an amazing amount of artists centre, of which we manage to show about 200 odd pieces of artwork each year, which we've done the same this year, but we had to unfortunately turn it into an online show because of COVID and the usual restrictions that everyone seems to have been having over since March. So, but it's been brilliant. It's been a real positive challenge actually, turning it into a virtual show, and hopefully more people will have become aware of the exhibition being in existence. And next year, in real life, maybe we will be back at Burslem, and maybe many more people will head over there to check out the work.
That would be fabulous, wouldn't it? If one of the bonuses of the fact that, things are different this year, very different for everybody, if one of the bonuses can be that actually people get to see it because it's, it's out here where we can only meet outside now. So people go, oh, what's this? And they'll have a look, they'll get interested. I know there's a QR code as well for people to go and see the full exhibition online. So if they're interested, there's a QR code on one of the cubes, so they can do that. How long is this exhibition here for?
This exhibition is in Stoke until the end of the month, or the end of mid-November, and then it moves over into Newcastle on the Lyme, and then from the new year we've got it up at Keele University, so some of our staff and students and any visitors to the campus can come and enjoy it over there as well. But you mentioned the QR code, and so we've got about 36 works on show from the 4 cubes that we've got here at the moment. But in total we've got 145 pieces of work in the virtual exhibition, which is still online, so which you can access by going on the QR code or by visiting the Arts Keele website, which is just keele.ac.uk/artskeele, and you'll find the link to the full show there, so you can see everyone else's work.
And I would like to point out, you don't have to wear a yellow coat to come down here. It's not part of the requirements. It's free for anyone to come along and enjoy. And like I said, go have a look around because there's lots of stuff going on and lots of opportunities as well. It's here for a month in Hanley before moving to Newcastle and then going up to Keele. So there's no excuse really to not get part of it. Now, we don't just bring you one artist to talk to you today. We've got 2 artists to talk to you. So we've already spoken to Peter Davis, and now I'm going to talk to Kate Collins. Now, unfortunately, Kate, your painting is on one of the other sides of the cube, so we can't get to that, which is really frustrating. But paint a picture with words. There we go, I'm being all clever here. Paint a picture with words about what your painting looks like for me, please.
Well, it's actually a beach, and on the beach there are piles of people on top of one another, and they've all got masks on to protect them.
So yours is one of the COVID related,
Yes,
isn't it?
yeah.
Because that's one of the themes, was like the reaction to COVID-19.
Yeah.
What was your reaction then to COVID-19? Why did you come up with the beach and the masks?
Well, everybody was at the beginning was very good. They were all following the rules, which was great, and they were protecting the NHS. And then all of a sudden the weather got very good, and bank holiday and the holidays, and they all flocked to the beach. I'm not saying all, but people who wanted to flock to the beach. And there they were in all the glory, without face masks and not socially distancing. So it horrified me. And it was there in the papers. So I thought, oh, I'll paint all that, because it was slightly amusing in a way, because they weren't a bit bothered about catching anything. It was as though we weren't in the middle of a pandemic. So there it was.
Why is it important to you to document something like this, the pandemic, and your reaction to it?
I think it's very important. It's history, isn't it? And it just shows people's reactions and what they would do, you know, in that case. I mean, everybody has a different view of what they would do and how they would treat it. And some people are really frightened, and others just go haywire. They go partying, for example.
Indeed. And what's it like seeing your artwork on display?
Oh, I think it's wonderful. Thank you very much, and I'm really pleased to see it. It's lovely to see it on these cubes. Wonderful idea.
And when it lights up later, it's going to be
very exciting.
spectacular, isn't it?